welcome to Actually Adultish, your favorite podcast in the world. My name's Kaylin, and I'm one of your hosts.
And I'm Christina, one of your other hosts.
And I'm Janina, one of your other hosts.
So today we're going to be talking about one of our favorite topics over here, body image. But first, just some housekeeping stuff. First of all, we want to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed already. If you haven't, you should definitely subscribe. And please leave us a review and rate us on iTunes. If you would like to, it would mean a lot to us, and it would help us a lot if we had some feedback. We want to know what you guys want to hear from us and how you like it so far. Also, back to subscribing. iTunes is kind of weird, and sometimes new episodes won't show up, not just for our podcast, but all podcasts on iTunes. Like, unless you're subscribed to the podcast, new episodes won't show up until way later than they come out. So if you want to be updated and get the episodes when they come up, you should definitely press subscribe. And podcasts are totally free. I think some people
free.
Don't know that they're free.
They don't.
Yeah, like they're completely free. So you just press subscribe, and then it just tells you when a new episode comes out, and you don't have to pay any money. You just get to hear our lovely voices for free. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, we are sitting here eating our dessert.
Double fisting with
we got double desserts today. We've got some ice cream cookie sandwiches
That have been melted, and we're just scooping out of the bag, but it's still delicious.
Yeah.
This bag looks like it could be astronaut food.
Yeah, it does. It looks like astronaut food, but it still tastes delicious. They're
so thick.
Yeah, they're from Beaming. If you live in LA and you haven't been to Beaming, go to Beaming. They're so good. But let's just explain why they're melted. So Nina and I went down to Beaming, Santa Monica, to go and get our cookie sandwiches, and everything was fine and great. And then get in the car, and my car wouldn't start. So that was fun. So had to call AAA, get the guy out there, had to get a new car battery. That was fun. Just got back, sat in an hour of Los Angeles traffic, and
It's been a long day.
Yeah, it's been a long day. And meanwhile, Kaylin, what have you been doing all day?
I've been at work all day long. And I just found out today that this summer I'm going to be running the kid orientation sessions for UCLA all summer.
Is that good or bad?
Oh, Bruins.
You know, it's bittersweet. I do like kids, but they can be a bit much sometimes. But I'm excited. I'm really excited to be the head of that.
How old are these kids?
They can be anywhere from like toddler age to 18.
Oh, that's cute.
So it kind of depends. So every session will kind of have a different mix.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Really
Kaylin also literally just got back from a conference.
Yes. I was at an accounting conference for the past 2 days.
It sounds so fun.
Which does not sound fun, but it actually was really fun. We had a bowling social. We ate lots of food. We got to meet people. And then next week I'm going to another one. I get to actually leave. I get to fly to Dallas. So I'm excited for that one as well. Yeah.
Did you actually do accounting, or is it just like networking?
It's mostly networking. We did a couple like simulation type things too, but they were more fun based. They weren't like super serious. Like we weren't doing Excel spreadsheets or anything like that.
Awesome.
So it was fun.
Was that through UCLA or just?
No, that was just through me networking with the firms that I want to work for after college.
Oh, okay.
Damn, get it, girl.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kaylin knows what she's doing. She knows. If you guys want us to do like a networking, job, life, whatever,
Like
episode,
how to get a job right out of college.
how to get a job, let us know, because we know our stuff.
Mhm.
We know our stuff.
Oh yeah.
Anything new with you, Nina?
I had class today, and got my professor to let me take the midterm early because I'm going to a wedding next week.
Oh yay, you get to go.
So yesterday I was on a TV show. I was on set for a few hours, and I played a high school student. Anti-aging game so strong. And I had a really hot teacher. So that was fun.
Nina has the coolest life experiences.
It was so weird because when we walked in, it looked like a jail. Like the school looked like a jail, but I guess I read the sign and it said adult school, so it definitely wasn't a high school, but they made it look like it. It was cool.
Interesting.
And they told me to bring out notes, so I actually brought my notes out since I'm taking a summer class, and I studied while they filmed.
That's so
That's
perfect.
awesome.
Yeah, so it was good multitasking yesterday.
That is,
Getting paid and studying.
I know,
It was awesome.
seriously. Okay, well, cool. So,
back to our topic.
body image.
Yes.
Big one. We're going to start off with a question. So, Nina, do you want to go ahead and read it?
Sure. Okay, so this question's from Naomi. Hey, Naomi, thanks for subscribing and submitting. The first question is, hi, ladies. I'm in my second year of college, and I moved out of the dorms and into an apartment with 5 of my friends. I live in a triple, and the 2 of them are constantly worrying about their weight and what they're eating. One of them has a FitnessPal app and is obsessed with counting calories. The other one eats super healthy and works out like crazy. I'm starting to get insecure about how I eat, and especially about my body, since I've definitely gained the freshman 15 last year and haven't dropped it since. I want to become healthy the right way and not be obsessively counting calories and exercising 6 times a week, because that would stress me out and I don't have time for that. How do I become healthy without having to starve myself or become addicted to working out? Great question, Naomi. Thank you.
Question I think we all have had at some
Yeah.
point
Yeah.
right now.
Very good question. It's a meaty one. There's a lot in there. Well, first of all, you definitely can become healthy without having to starve yourself or become addicted to working
I
out.
think we should back up a little bit and talk about the problems that we've got there.
Yeah.
Do you want to... Where should we start? Okay, maybe we should start at the beginning of this. So she lives in the apartment with 5 friends. That's a lot of girls.
Yeah,
That's
which
a
means
lot
you're
of,
super close and
that's
see
a
each
lot of
other all the time.
estrogen.
Oh, yeah.
Which, I mean, I think that in itself, like, I know I've talked about this before, but college is different than any other time in your life because you are in such close proximity to so many other women. Like, I'm speaking as a woman, and for guys too. You're around, no matter what gender you are. Okay, let me rephrase.
You're usually around people of the same gender.
Around everybody, yeah. But like you're around other people your age who are comparing themselves to you, and you're comparing, like, that's just, when you live with so many people in close space, that's just kind of how it is. Everybody is going everywhere with each other. Everybody is seeing what everybody else is doing. That doesn't happen in high school or even beyond college. Usually if you have roommates, you'll have less roommates, or it's just like you're living with, it's different.
Yeah, you guys share common spaces, and you guys are cooking in front of each other, eating, seeing what each other eat, and really just in each other's personal lives, and you learn so much from each other.
Yeah, everybody is like in each other's lives. Like you
can't help it.
Yeah. Alone time is limited. So, and I think with being around people so much comes the comparisons, know?
You can't help it.
Yeah.
You just can't help it. Especially, and I think it's really hard too if you see, you're living with your roommates, and if one of your roommates, starves herself, works out to death, and has what society has deemed a really hot body, really thin,
Absolutely.
then of course you're going to look at that and think, okay, well then what do I do? I mean, I guess I should stop eating. I guess I should work out 6 times a week, which is exactly what this person is kind of struggling with.
Right. And I think that we're subconsciously influenced by consumerism, because there's this billion-dollar industry, that the dieting industry, that has really normalized the way we eat and normalizing dieting. And I think that can be really dangerous, because it can be a precursor to eating disorders.
Yeah. I mean, dieting is trendy. Like, let's be real.
And it's not even like good, healthy dieting.
Yeah, right.
It's, lose 20 pounds in 5 weeks on this liquid something diet.
I know. Like, when have you ever seen a magazine or just scrolled through a feed? Like, every single article is how to lose 10 pounds in a week, and
exactly
how to get your best body ever. How are you going to get that bikini bod? Like, summer's coming.
Like in a few weeks. How can I get this now?
Yeah,
How can I have
exactly.
it right now?
It's all these quick fixes, and quick fixes are not real life.
They're never
not sustainable. No,
They're not
at all.
healthy. They're not healthy.
We're on it.
But like, okay, even beyond that, like, can we just back up and say, fuck what society says is the perfect body. Like
They're creating
This
this
makes me so
standard
mad.
of beauty and telling us what size body we should be, what facial features we should have, big lips, big booty, you know, and really the standard of beauty should be within your own hands, and you should be able to
Determine that for yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, but and that I think that's what's also super confusing is like no matter what body type you have, it's not good enough. Like
No.
because
Never.
you have one article saying you need to be stick thin and have no butt and no boobs and you need to just be a rail, and then you have
Right.
the next article telling you need to have a huge butt and be really curvy and have big boobs. Like so no matter what, like what size body you have, you're not gonna please everybody. Like what they say, it's just stupid. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, whenever you're striving for perfection, there's
no
never
perfection.
going to be a
No
perfection
one
that you
looks
reach.
like that
When you-
naturally.
Yeah.
You're going to drop 10 pounds, and then the next week you're not going to be satisfied. You're not going to be satisfied once you reach that quote unquote goal, you know.
And the reason why it is that way is because if there ever was an achievable goal, like goal body, like no one would make money. Like they have to
Exactly.
make the goal unachievable.
And it's
Right.
confusing
Yeah.
for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry for this is something that we all are super passionate about. But okay, let's get back to the question. Let's just get back on track. One of her roommates has a fitness pal app and is obsessed with counting calories. Anybody want to address that one?
I have done that. I have been that girl.
Really?
And I can tell you it lasted a couple of weeks and I was like, what am I doing? I was miserable. I couldn't eat anything that I wanted. Like every time people wanted to go out, I'm like, oh, I have 100 calories for dinner,
Yeah,
so I'm eating
yeah.
a piece of lettuce. So sorry, but no. And then I don't know, it just dawns on you like, why? Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Who are you trying to impress? Who are you trying to like? I'm not doing this for me anymore.
Yeah.
So I stopped. And now like I've lost. I like to eat.
Yeah.
I like to eat. And like, why would you, if you can eat the things that you like, why would you stop?
Yeah. Well, let me ask you, how did you determine what calorie amount? Does it do that for you? Does it tell you?
Yeah,
what
some of them
calories
do, because what you can do, it's really bad actually, because you can like enter in how much weight you want to lose, and you enter in your weight and your height, and they like calculate it for you, and you say like, oh, I want to lose 10 pounds by this date, and then they'll tell you how many calories you have to eat every day, or how many calories you can't eat every day, you know,
Oh, so it's like
to
controlling
achieve
you.
that. Exactly. And there, I mean, you can put, oh, I want to lose 10 pounds in 2 weeks, and you can be at an average normal body weight, and I'm using air quotes for normal, and then it's giving you extremely unhealthy calorie intake levels.
Okay, this is a sad thing. Can I just put this like, it's not. You don't have to eat low calorie to lose weight. First of all, I'm not telling. Okay, first of all, you don't need to lose weight. Okay, fuck anyone who tells you you need to
Yeah,
lose
you're
weight.
beautiful.
But like the funny thing is like you don't need. It's not just as simple as calories in versus calories out. It might be short term for people, but long term, if you want to get to a healthy weight
And maintain that
yeah,
weight.
or
You're gonna be
achieve
dieting your whole
goals.
life.
Yeah.
If you want to just like lose weight, all of us, you know, like
Yeah.
instant gratification. That's
Yeah.
what they've trained us to. This lie that you have to eat small portions to lose weight, but nobody can sustain off of that. No one.
Well, that's the thing. You know, you have all these like cleanses. I remember like my mom would go on these 3-day juice cleanses, but then it's like, okay, you do it, you go on vacation, and you gain the weight right back.
Oh my God.
It's
Don't even get me started on cleanses.
not
Don't even
good.
get me started. No, it's about what you eat, not how much, first of all. So I know so many people who use this app,
There are
right?
so many apps
And just
for
how
this.
I feel like I want to talk about how social media in general ties into all of this, because almost every single app contributes to this somehow. Body image, if it's not weight, if like it's Facetune with fixing how you look, or these girls who are, what's that app where you like you can edit to make your waist look smaller, or like your arms look
Oh,
smaller.
yeah.
I don't know what the name of it is, but all these people who use that for a picture, like really
That just scares me because like if somebody sees me in person, they're gonna be like, you don't look like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I
who
would
are you
be
fooling?
Like, you would have to have no friends to get away with this. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like,
And I mean, and just social media in general, we live in a world where we're all sharing what we're doing. We're all posting to Facebook and Instagram.
and waiting for social approval.
Yeah, it's about the social approval, and we're all seeing each other. It's not enough for us to be living with each other and watching each other in real life. Like, it's also the curated images, and everybody puts out the highlight reel of their lives. I'm sorry, who goes through their 500 pictures they took and picks the one that they look worst in and then puts that on Instagram?
Right.
I don't. Like, come on.
But imagine the kids right now that are growing up with this, because we grew up with like MySpace, and then Facebook was just coming out, right? But it was a very it was just in the beginning of like social media. It wasn't
Yeah. It was new.
right. But now these kids, instead of learning social skills and being out on the playground, their social life is sitting in front of their phone taking selfies and then waiting for social approval, looking at other models' pictures and striving for that perfection.
Yeah.
That image of perfection that's being fed to us. It's really sad.
I know, especially, I mean, I look at these girls in high school
Or in middle school.
and I'm
they
like,
look like they're 18.
I know, I'm like, holy shit, I do not wear things that revealing.
like her contour is more on fleek than on mine. I
know.
have no idea.
And it's just, I feel like they're just so worried about what picture they're gonna post, what's somebody gonna think of this picture. Like, the stress, man, the stress. I can't. I don't like it. Okay, back to the question.
So we've addressed, first of all, the whole eating myth of starving yourself.
You don't need to starve yourself, and don't ever try to do that.
Yeah.
weird, crazy diets. And then there's overexercising,
Oh,
Okay.
which I know Christina will have a rant on this.
I'm the queen of this. So I struggled with, how do I word that? Okay, I overexercised for more than a hot sec, and it drove me to the ground. It was accidental. Okay, this is the problem I have, because everything that happened to me was like accidental, because I was listening to the air quotes advice of all these magazines and health professionals and even nutritionists I was seeing. Like, for anyone who doesn't know, I have stomach probs, major. So I've been seeing all these doctors trying to get to the root of things, and was losing weight like crazy, and I was trying to gain weight, and what they were telling me to do was wrong. And so was everything that I'm reading on the internet and reading in books, because if you actually follow everything they tell you to do to a T, which I did, you will kill yourself. Like, if you work out the amount, these people who are telling you need to work out every day, you need to be working out hard every day, you need to be, combine that with somebody who's telling you need to be eating X amount of calories, you need to be eating, like, what are they, don't add any oil to your stuff, low fat, all of these lies. And if you add all that up together, you are in negative calorie world for a long time. And I mean, what kills me is that I was seeing nutritionists, and I was like, I want to gain 20 pounds. And my nutritionist would give me a meal plan. This happened with multiple nutritionists I saw, these like dietitians, and they would give me these meal plans that were horrifying. They were unhealthy weight loss meal plans is what they were. I mean, I was told, and a lot of them told me the same thing. Or they would say, I would be like, well, that's less than what I eat now. And they'd be like, oh. And I'm like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I had my other doctors. One of my doctors I was seeing was an endocrinologist in like a sports, I don't know what the name is. He was like an expert in sports therapy or something. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. And so I thought this guy would like know what the hell he's talking about, right? But like, he's telling me that I'm not working out enough. I was working out 6 days a week, and I was lifting heavy 6 days a week, and I was doing cardio, and I'm and this nutritionist who was telling me to, this was what she told me to eat. She told me to eat half a cup of oatmeal for breakfast, for lunch to have a salad with some fish if I wanted, and then for dinner to have steamed vegetables, non-starchy, and a palm-sized amount of chicken. That's literally what I
That
like.
sounds like
half
a starvation plan.
That is like the calories in that is half of what I eat for breakfast now.
Yeah.
Like, and it was just terrifying, and I wasn't gonna eat that because I was hungry as hell, but I was going crazy because I was like thinking in my head, I'm doing everything that everyone's telling me to do. Like every person I turn to, I went to probably 4 nutritionists like within 3 weeks who all gave me that meal plan.
Are they matching the amount of calories with your body frame? Or is it just like, because I feel like some dieting plans, they don't even know your situation. They don't know how much body fat or like how much you weigh. And then they're just prescribing this plan to everyone.
Yeah,
and it does not work that way.
And they're assuming that everybody wants to lose weight.
Yeah.
Like that was my problem. I was going in there telling everybody, I'm trying to gain weight. Like I need a solid, at that point I needed a solid like 40 pounds on me, honestly, because I was scary. Like, and they just wouldn't even believe me. Like it was just so, it was like they had never met somebody
who wants to gain weight.
Yeah.
Especially girls.
Exactly. They had never met somebody who wanted to gain weight. And I was just, and then lots of books and realizations and things happen later, and I realized what everybody was telling me, what the media was telling me was bullshit, and I'm not going to listen to the advice of all these random ass people on the internet who are talking to the general lazy public.
Right, to the catered people who want that instant gratification.
You have to understand, like, these people who are writing these articles on how to lose weight and like what to eat, like they're just talking to the general public, and every person is different. Every person is different, and the way you eat, one person can't tell everybody the way to eat. Otherwise, we would all just look the fucking same, right? Like, it's not that simple. Same with exercise. Not everybody's bodies can tolerate the same amount of exercise. Some people can work out every day and be fine, And
you have to balance the exercise with the food. You can't just exercise all the time and not eat.
Exactly. That's the thing. It's like if you're exercising every day and you're working out, you need to be eating twice as much as this girl next to you who's not exercising.
Exactly.
Right. If not, probably way more than twice as much. Like, it's not so. And that's the thing. It's like, we pick and choose what articles we see and what articles we take advice from. But so say you start working out because you want to get in shape, but then you are reading this article that's telling you what to eat to lose weight, and you couple your exercise program with what this person is telling you to eat. This person is talking to somebody, their audience is somebody who doesn't work out, who sits on the couch and needs to lose weight. Like this whole low carb thing.
Very different.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're exercising, you need carbohydrates.
Oh, yeah. When I was in high school, I swam literally 6 days a week, twice a day.
Yeah.
High intensity workouts. And I ate more than my entire family combined. I mean, like, I ate 6 meals a day, and my body was super thin, super lean, but because you have to balance it. You can't work out incessantly and not also eat incessantly. Like, healthy, but you're still eating. You can't eat a salad and then go do a 2-hour swim workout and expect to be okay.
If I had to choose like one or the other, like working out more or eating more healthy, I would probably go for the diet route, because, and I don't mean diet as in like restricting my calories and everything. I mean
just
diet,
like the way in which you
lifestyle.
eat.
Right. That gets confused a lot. So I'm talking about lifestyle. When I was a freshman and also in my sophomore and part of my junior year, I was waking up at 5 a.m., going to the gym and working out like crazy, but also eating healthy. And now that I'm in my 4th year, my exercise regime has kind of changed, and I'm not working out as much, but I'm like thinner than I was in high school because of what I'm eating.
The way you eat is more important than
it's
how often you work out.
90% diet and 10% exercise for sure. I'm a firm believer in that.
And, I don't know, to me, diet goes directly to weight. And when you exercise, most people are exercising, at least when I exercise, I'm exercising to tone, to build muscle. I'm not exercising because I want to drop pounds. If I want to change like my weight, if I, that's a diet change. You need to stop going out. You need to stop eating fried food. You need to, you can't, your calories for the day can't come from one like in and out meal. Like you need to have 3 meals of healthy stuff. It's very different.
I feel like this is quickly turning into like diet and fitness advice, but
okay, so
which we could talk about a lot.
Yeah.
But let's get back to the question and turn back to the body image.
Yeah. So Naomi, like you said, you don't want to become addicted to working out. Yeah. So we answered that. Like it's more about like what you eat, and you don't have to work out excessively, but remain active because it's good for your body.
I think we've gotten on the track to her question because she's asking, how can I be healthy and not overexercise and not starve myself? And first of all, I think it's awesome that she's saying, how can I get healthy? And not saying, how can I be thin?
Right.
How can I lose weight? It's not, okay, I want to like look better. It's, I want to feel better. I want to be healthy.
Yeah. Well, okay, but this is the one thing I want to address. Like, so she's saying, I've definitely gained the freshman 15 last year and haven't dropped it since. I want to become healthy the right way, blah, blah, blah. Gaining the freshman 15 doesn't necessarily mean you're unhealthy. Like, weight is not the same thing as health. Your weight is not the same thing as your health. You can be there are lots of different weights you can be and still be healthy. Like, I think that's something that really, really bothers me. In our heads, we've learned to equate
The numbers on a scale.
Yeah, with whether or not that's healthy or not. You can be technically overweight by the numbers and be very healthy, and you can be like healthy by the numbers and be very. Oh wait, no, that didn't make sense. You can be like at.
No, yeah, you could be healthy by the numbers, but when you look at you and you see your diet and your exercise, it's very unhealthy.
Exactly.
But, and this is it's difficult for us because we have no idea, what it was like before she came into college and what freshman year was like, because it's hard for us to say, oh, you gained the 15 because you were eating unhealthy. Yeah. Was it because you were, eating pizza in the dining hall every day, or was it, just some kind of other
like your body's you're becoming more womanly.
Right.
It could be that.
Right.
Also, I mean, if you start working out and you gain weight, don't freak out. Like, you're probably gaining muscle, and muscle weighs a lot more.
Oh, yeah.
I think people don't realize that.
No, that's another thing. Like, when you look at the scale, you have to take that into account.
Yeah.
Again, going back to swimming, when I was swimming all that time, I weighed 15 pounds more than I weigh right now because I've lost all that muscle. Like, I don't do that anymore.
Yeah. Like, muscle, if you're gaining weight, you go, girl. If you're like working out and making gains. And to gain muscle, okay, if you want to look lean, toned, you have to, do things to tone your body. So you're working out. That means you have to eat more because muscle's got to come from somewhere. Like,
you can't starve your body and expect to like tone up.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that.
Okay, so she says, how do I become healthy without having to starve myself or become addicted to working out? Okay. So say you want to start working out. First of all, you need to figure out why you want to work out. If it's because you're comparing yourself to other people, that's not the reason to.
But if working out makes you feel good about yourself and you enjoy it, then totally.
Exactly.
And if you're inspired by your roommates to do it, don't do it for them, do it for you.
Yes. Like if you see them and you see like, oh, like working out seems to make people happier and they're just, more in tune with themselves, then do it because that's why I exercise.
But don't do it to be competitive with your other roommates because that's another thing.
Okay. So then back to how to figure out what to do. Like there are so many different things you can do to work out. And the thing is you just have to figure out what makes you happy, like
and what you want out of it.
Yeah, like Nina over here is a professional yogi. She's super into yoga. Sorry, that was my computer. So she loves yoga. I like to lift weights. I hate cardio, so I will literally never do cardio.
And I love cardio. We've got all three here.
So like you have to do what makes you happy and what you like. And the whole becoming addicted to working out issue, I truly believe that if you're working out for the right reasons, you won't become addicted to it.
Right.
Because if you're addicted, you're probably going to start, if you work out too much and you feel tired and you like, you know, like if you're just so exhausted because you're overworking and over exercising, overtraining, and you're doing it for the right reasons, then you'll know, okay, I need to like calm down because otherwise I won't be able to like do this and have fun.
You'll be able to listen
anymore.
to what your body's saying and respond appropriately.
Exactly. Versus if you're doing it for the wrong reasons, then that's how the addiction comes in, because you're like, I have to do this. I need to work out to, you know, so I can prove that I work out, or so I look this way. So that's why for me, I just feel like the most important thing is introspection. And just about like, this goes back to body image in general. Like, why do you have the goals that you have? Is it for somebody else? Is it for society? Is it for you? Like, do you want to go on a run because you ate a cookie? Because that's stupid. Like, but do you want to go on a run because it gives you, you know, that runner's high and it makes you feel good and it releases your stress? Then do it, you know? And then that way, if you will know if you're not supposed to be working out, if you're addicted. You'll be able to stop.
Exactly. And like, you know, if you think exercise is the way for you, give some of these things a try. Try yoga, try running, try whatever.
Try something that like you don't feel like you're working out because you're having so much fun. Like
exactly.
hike with your friends, or like I found that aerial yoga is like, I love it. It's so much fun and it makes me feel beautiful. Yeah. So find something that you can have fun with, and then the rest, like if, you know, for those of you that are trying to drop the pounds, then it just comes naturally because you're having so much fun with it. You need to life. Don't miss out on life.
Yeah, you need to do something that like you look forward to working out. It's not, oh no, today I have to go work out. Oh my God, I don't want to all day thinking about it. It should be enjoyable.
Yeah. And if you're thinking that, then you're doing it for the wrong reasons. It pisses me off.
And then it's game over. You know, exercise is not the way for you.
And okay. And like we said before, you don't have to starve yourself.
It's all about what you eat.
I promise you, you don't have to starve yourself. If you saw the amount of food the three of us eat,
oh man,
you'd be disturbed.
Oh my God. I mean, our snack right now.
I know.
We have so we didn't tell you about these. So the smoothie is a cookie smoothie, guys. That should be a new thing. Putting desserts and just blending it in your smoothie. I might start doing that for breakfast.
It's so good. So we have our smoothies and we have our ice cream sandwiches.
Ice cream sandwich.
Which mine's like
it's
basically gone.
Almond butter, applesauce, coconut sugar, beaming protein, vegan chocolate chips, vanilla, and Himalayan pink salt.
But you also kind of notice that we eat like healthy junk food.
Yeah, this is the thing. We eat really healthy. Which means you get to eat as much as you want.
Exactly.
Literally as much as you want.
Because think about it. The things that we're restricting, like if you have to restrict it, are the things that are not good for us because you know that it's bad. You can't go to town with, you know, soda or like, you know.
I don't even like any of that crap anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Also, another thing, like once you like start eating healthy, your palate changes. Like it's like your palate becomes expensive. Like you only like expensive. You know?
We were talking about that the other day.
Like, I don't like when there's like artificial things in it and it's not like all natural. Like I can taste it and it doesn't taste good to me anymore.
It's gross. Ew.
I think that's one of the first steps too, because some people are like so used to eating like all the packaged foods, and just so you're just so used to that.
Don't worry about how much you're eating. Just eat real foods. Eat foods like not things that are processed.
Well, yeah, when we say real, we mean not
things
processed.
that are processed.
Whole foods, yeah.
You know,
and eat until you're full. Don't let anyone tell you how much you should eat ever.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Definitely.
They don't know your body and they don't know you. Yeah. They don't know how much you're working
out. And every person is different. Like, you know, some people need less food and some people need more. Like, everybody's metabolisms are different.
Super different.
So, do not compare yourself. And this is also why, be very careful with all of these little plans that are out.
Yes.
I'm not going to name any names.
But
especially not so much the exercise plans. I think those can be like good-ish guidelines if you're using them smartly.
Yeah.
I have a bigger problem with these diet plans that I see going out for different like fitness.
They're like if you like have any like fitness ebooks, they usually come with
like fitness guides, health and fitness guides.
They
A
usually
lot.
call it like a nutrition guide or something.
Yeah, most of these nutrition guides
crap.
are crap, and what they tell you to eat in a day is it's just not enough. It's way too low. It's
And
way
that's
too
the
low.
thing, when it's hard because we're telling you don't listen to anything, and you're like, well, what the fuck do I eat then? Like,
You
you're not
listen
telling
to
me
your
anything.
body.
You listen to your body. You eat till you're full. If you're eating healthy things, and you know what healthy is.
Yeah.
Like, you want us to tell you a list, but deep down, you just don't want us to tell you what you can't eat anymore. It's like, if you're eating healthy foods, you can eat as much as you want. You stop and your body will stop. And that's your first step to eating healthy and being healthy.
Yeah, and these fitness guides that you see online, it goes back to this timeline that everyone has to lose weight. Like a lot of them are like get in shape in 9 weeks, right? But then they also have this complimentary fitness guide that they want you to follow. But that fitness guide is for that timeline. Like it's very temporary. Like you can't sustain off of that.
I
Not
just think all of these
sustainable.
plans. Do you really want your life to be dictated by like what's on a page? Like, if you feel like eating something, you should eat it.
Exactly.
You don't just not eat it because it's not in your plan. It's not in the plan.
And
Like,
no
that's
one is
silly.
forcing you. You're doing it to yourself when you say, oh, I'm on a diet. I can't have any of the things that I love to eat anymore. Like, okay, you're lost. No one's forcing you.
What was the quote I just posted on Instagram? Don't miss out on 95% of your life just to weigh 5% less. Like, I feel like that speaks for itself. But you can't just, when you're trying to follow, I feel like trying to follow one of those plans makes you crazy and puts you in this box, and you're missing out on life. It's not, you have to think so hard. You don't have to think so hard. Just,
No.
I was following a fitness guide for a while, but I definitely wasn't going with the nutrition guide. But then I overheard, I was in the dorms at the time, so I was in the dining hall, and I overheard this girl who was following the same fitness guide, but she was also doing the nutrition guide. And it literally broke my heart because she was like playing with her food, and then her friends were like, aren't you going to eat anything else? And then she was like, no, like the fitness guide said, or the nutrition guide said I can only have like this much. And that like broke my heart because she looks so hungry and she looks stressed. And of course, like we're students, like we need extra food for, studying. Actually, like it takes a lot out of you. It made me really sad.
Can I just, speaking of that, just one of my biggest pet peeves is when it's midterms and finals and people are like disintegrating, like you see them and they look like they're about to die. And they're like, I haven't eaten in a week. And I'm like, what?
Why?
Why? They're like, I haven't had time, or I just forgot. You did not forget, okay?
Your body's
lying.
screaming at you to eat.
And your brain is not functioning because you're not eating. And when you put your body in starvation mode, the second you give it food, it's going to store it as fat. Newsflash. Like, you can't teach your body to think that it's never going to get food. That's just going to fuck you over. Sorry. So what you're trying to do isn't even going to work because you can't live off of no calories forever. Sorry. Maybe during finals, but that's going to screw you over too because you're going to fail your final.
Always eat. Just always eat.
Eat.
When you're hungry,
Eat.
I even use that in class. Like when I'm falling asleep, I'll like have something to keep me awake, and it's usually like apples or like
fruit, all
like
kinds
fruit.
of fruit.
Yeah, fruit's super quiet to eat in class. Like no one's gonna
know.
I always think about that because like when you're in the library, people are like annoyed. Like I
know.
like some people chew with their mouth open, like the crunch, crunch, crunch.
I hate it when people crunch in class next to me.
God,
drives me crazy.
So advice to all you hungry students out there in class: have quiet snacks. Quiet, healthy snacks.
Yeah.
But I want to I want to give a disclaimer. The whole point of this is like to be in touch with your body and eat when you're hungry.
When you're at this point where you're eating healthy and you're on this great journey of exercising and just maintaining that balance, you don't want to go back to all the junk food you've been eating. You might go back to it like once in a while because you just want to have it, and that's okay.
It's okay in moderation.
That's called balance.
But the thing is, if you're eating real whole foods and you have a balanced lifestyle, you won't have these crazy weird like sugar cravings.
Exactly.
It stops
because those are nutrient deficiencies.
Yeah, it's honestly, people have those because their bodies are craving, you're craving something, and so your body's telling you, you think in your head, oh, I want that, I don't know, Snickers bar. But really, if you were full off of real food, you wouldn't crave that, because your body would send you that signals, I'm good, like I'm full, I'm happy, you know, like
when I went vegan, I stopped, like, I love dessert, I always love dessert, but when I went vegan, I didn't have that because I was eating a lot of fruit, and I think that helped too. But you know, your body's just satisfied in a good way, and that's the sugar cravings or any kind of craving that you have is just like your body saying, no, we want more of sugar, or like we want carbs, like good carbs, and that's never really satisfying if you're just eating like Snicker bars and chips
And we're not saying you can't have a Snickers bar.
No, we're not.
If you want a Snickers bar, you can definitely have one.
It's about balance, you guys.
Exactly.
Treating your body nicely. Okay?
Yes.
Nothing extreme.
yeah,
Everything in moderation.
yeah. And
We're just
also,
sharing
don't
our...
punish yourself.
Yeah, don't punish yourself.
Yeah, don't listen to us saying this and be like, okay, I'm not eating sweets ever again.
Yeah.
I'm eating fruit and carrots, and that's it.
Be like, oh, I get a treat, because you are not a dog. You don't
That's-
get treats. You get whatever the hell you want.
Yeah,
okay?
No, okay. I'm honestly,
We're just sharing our experience with
I'm
you.
like, I think everybody who knows me probably considers me to be one of the healthiest people they know.
Oh, easily.
I'm like a health freak, but I think everybody also knows I'm obsessed with dessert. Like, I'm obsessed with treats and
How
stuff.
many desserts did you get on your birthday?
She got the whole menu.
I think you. Yeah, didn't we just say yes? All of these, please.
Yeah. Was that 6?
I think it was 6.
Oh, it was so good. And I don't feel bad about it because I wanted it. It was fine. Like, it was so good.
It actually does more harm to your body when you're stressing about thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm totally like cheating on myself, on my like healthy.
Okay,
and just enjoy it.
Your body, like, scientifically, physically metabolizes food differently depending on the emotional state you're in. So if you're stressed out and you're eating, your body's not gonna do nice things with that food you're eating. But if you're happy sitting here having your big ass thing of gelato, your body's gonna like it more.
Don't feel guilt when you eat.
Yeah, like,
That's probably one of the best pieces of advice we can give you.
Food is fuel. Food fuels you and is meant to nourish your body. It's not a game. It's not meant to punish you. It's not meant to,
Yeah, it's not your enemy. Food are friends.
Yeah.
Food are friends.
It's not something to fear. It's not something to fear. And I think it's really easy in this society to fear it.
Absolutely.
Like,
it's hard.
Especially around, like, going back to this roommate situation and the whole college scene with food. I just feel like it just plays so many mind games with you because you're watching
it's hard.
And people are commenting on what you're eating. People comment on, are you going to eat that? Oh, I can't.
Oh,
they make
yeah.
comments. People are going to make comments
Regardless.
about themselves who say, oh, I can't eat that. That's too many carbs. So,
Exactly.
Oh,
Oh my
I
God, I wish
eat that
I could
dessert.
eat that.
Yeah.
But, it goes both ways because, like, people won't blink an eye if, there's someone eating a burger, but they'll, like, look right away if someone's eating a salad in like, a burger joint. Like, why is, like, wanting to be healthy? You're never going to satisfy anyone, ever.
No.
Everybody is always more concerned. Like, I feel like so many people are paranoid about what everybody else is thinking about them.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody's thinking that. AKA, no one's worried about what you're eating. They're worried about what they're eating and what other people
And
are
don't
thinking.
let anyone become your nutritionist. Like,
Unless it's
all
me.
of a
No, I'm just
sudden-
kidding.
Unless it's a real
Christina.
nutritionist.
No, seriously.
If you're going to ask for, like, real solid, we're just saying general things. If you want specific things to do, if you want somebody to sit there and, like, tell you exactly what to eat, well, you shouldn't, first of all. But
But sometimes people do need that structure to get started.
any straight up nutrition advice for that you want, like, personally, you need to be talking to somebody who knows what they're doing, who's, like, certified and who's taking you as an individual into account, not just spewing out the meal plan they give to everybody else. Like, everybody is different. But I want to bring this back to, like, what the root kind of issues here are, like the body image issues that are so prevalent in our society, and maybe we could talk about things that help us stay grounded with body image. Like really believing, like really, really, truly believing that, you know, fuck what society says about my body. I don't care. That's like hard in today's world. Like really believing that. People can tell you not to care as much as they want, but it's not easy.
Yeah,
like
it's all around us.
Yeah, it's not easy. And
it's also hard to look in the mirror and actually think, I'm beautiful.
yeah.
Like, I love the way I look.
Yeah, it's hard to get there, and many, like, even people that are like in their 30s or 40s aren't even there. It
Yeah.
takes a while. It's a journey for everyone.
We're so hard on ourselves from such a young age. You know, people, like, these little girls are dieting.
Yeah.
Well, you see the cover of magazines, you see someone who's airbrushed and photoshopped and made to look like this perfect Barbie doll.
Yeah.
And that's what we're aspiring to be. And we try these diets and we try to exercise all the time. We do all these terrible things to our body.
But they don't see, you see this image and you don't see the other things that are going on behind it. Christina, your article about the ugly side of being skinny really put forward a story, or rather an image of the things that society doesn't tell us about behind this constructed ideal of beauty.
Yeah.
You know, they're like skinny is beautiful, but they don't see like...
It's not perfect and it's not going to solve your problems. Like, why do you want to be skinny? I think, like, our bodies are just vessels. Like why are our bodies so important? Why is the way they look so important? Like,
as long as you're happy with it, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think like when you're going to start this journey of health, I think that you should... Do you want some of my cookie smoothie?
you don't want it?
She like, okay, so Christina's cool because like for some reason,
If we can't finish desserts, we just like throw them
We
to
handed it- she's
Christina.
like a
Or
tank.
even if they can, but they're too slow.
Yeah.
She's like, can I have some?
And then I eat it all. Wait,
I can eat so much more fruit than
Do you
her, but
actually not want this?
you can have some of it, actually all of it, because she's just gonna slurp it and it's gonna be gone. That's fine though.
No, I feel bad.
It's soup. No, it's soup. Go ahead. I'm not gonna want it later. But yeah. So Naomi,
This is so good.
I'm so happy that my stuff doesn't. Oh, also like my ice cream sandwich is like.
Wait, is there
it's
more
still,
of that?
Yeah, there's still a lot. I couldn't.
Wait,
okay,
I'd rather have this.
I can like have so much fruit, but like
Did you
I
finish
can't
yours?
have
I finished
like,
mine.
like
Atta
sugar,
girl.
like desserts for some reason. I can only have it in small portions. Okay, but Naomi, I'm so sorry. So like when you're starting this like this journey to a healthy you, you have to think about why you're doing it, and sometimes it helps to write it down. You know, or like talking about it to somebody, like, why are you doing this? It could be because you want to be happier. You want to feel more energetic. You want to, you know, just be more confident in your skin. And I think that's even more rewarding that's going to go beyond dropping a few pounds.
You have to
totally.
This is the thing. You need to be honest with yourself. You need to take a deep, hard look at yourself and be honest with yourself about why you have the goals you have. Like, I know for me that was a big issue. Like, I haven't gotten into all the details, but as I mentioned, I was having health problems and I was still dropping weight and I wasn't taking it as seriously as I should have. And it literally took a doctor. My doctor looked me in the eye and said, "You could die any second." And that is the moment I was like, dude, fuck what I look like. Like, I can't even believe that was kind of in the back of my mind still, you know? Like, that was still, I wasn't worried about it really, but it was still in the back of my mind somewhere.
Yeah.
And
you're burying it. And it's just like eating you alive.
And I was like, holy shit, like I could die. Like, oh my God, I can't even, like, it's like hard for, like, I felt like an idiot. And like, that's why it's just, there's so much more to you. There's things that are so much more important than the way you look. Like, it doesn't matter at the end of the day, you know? Mm-hmm. And so it's about really being honest with yourself. And even because I think a lot of times we lie to ourselves. We tell people and we tell ourselves, no, I'm running 10 miles a day because I love running. It gives me that runner's high. It makes me happy. But deep down, like, make sure you're not lying to yourself. Like, please, like, and be honest with yourself. And then that's the way you're going to get past that, is if you're honest with yourself, and then you can move forward and figure out why that's so important to you. Like, why is it important to you the way you look?
Right, because if you bury it, it's just going to resurface one of these days, and it's going to eat you alive because you don't know how to cope with it because you've been hiding it for so long and you've been lying to yourself. But, you know, just going back to your goals of being confidently beautiful.
Yeah.
With a heart.
People,
and I just copied that from Miss Universe.
The people who love you don't love you because you have a six-pack or you don't.
That was one of the things I was going to say too with body image. I feel like the reason like the three of us have come to terms with it and have become better about body image is because we surround ourselves with people who we know will support us and love us regardless of what we look like. And that's something, and it's sad, but I don't think that's something a lot of people can say.
I think you're right.
That's absolutely
Which is
right.
really sad.
And when you look back on your college years, you're not going to remember how much you weighed, or like you're going to remember the memories you made and meeting new people and
The good conversations you had, the fun nights you had.
Yeah.
Like the good people you met, you know. If
So
somebody likes you for the way you look, then they're not a good friend. You need to kick them out of your life. That's what I think.
I think a lot of people have this goal of integrating their health journey with their regular lives, because that's when it becomes a lifestyle, and that's when you don't really have to think about it anymore. And I'm so grateful for like everything that I had to go through to get to where I am today, because even though there were challenges and you felt the way that you did before, you know, we all have our insecurities. When you finally get there, you just feel so happy in your skin, and you just want to, you love yourself first, and then other people
will love you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That was profound. But true. I'm serious. No, I'm like making a joke, but like I'm serious. Like I feel like a lot of what we're saying sounds cheesy, but
and it sounds
I don't care. Like it's
true.
Cheesy's really
it's
good.
true. And like no one wants to talk about it because it's easier. It's easy to talk about things that don't sound cheesy, and it's easy to just be like, oh, when you go to the gym, oh, I haven't worked out today. Oh, it's easy to just do what everybody else is doing,
but all those comments.
Yeah.
It's hard to look underneath the surface and ask yourself, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
You know? And when you get in touch with those real answers, then you can begin to solve the real problems.
Exactly. And, you know,
not just your weight.
Right. You need to look at yourself and realize, why am I doing this? And when you know, if you find out I'm doing this because I want to be more confident with myself.
Yeah.
Christina's over here eating all of the desserts.
Her, drink it.
I'm trying to balance this cookie with this microphone, and it's like hard, but I can do it. Well,
so
what I want to, can we wrap this up with, I want to talk about some things that I do to like always remind myself.
We should each kind of talk about that.
Yeah.
Our personal, like, how do we do it? How do we stay grounded and make sure like we're
because even when you like come to a point where you don't give a shit what you look like and you're good with body image, that's not just something like, okay, I'm good with body image, done. Like, yeah, it's a process. There's always temptations to be like, wait, am I still good enough? You know, so you have to remind yourself. And okay, like just some concrete things. Okay, first of all, don't follow people on social media who are just posting pictures of like, how do I word this? You know what is helpful and what is not helpful to follow on social media. Let me put it that way. Follow people. I like to follow people who are into fitness and health, but are posting things about body positivity and are posting real pictures and are like always reminding other people like what real life is, you know? Like the trainer Anna Victoria, she posted a picture of her just standing up, and she's great shape, right? And then she posted a picture of her like with her stomach rolls when she was in a different position, and everybody went crazy. I can't believe she's posting this. And I'm like, are you kidding? Like what? Like why is that such a big deal? Like that's fabulous that she posted that. It's real life.
Yeah.
And you know, like so like just follow people who are going to remind you of that, you know? And sometimes I need to go out of my way to read articles or read books that I know are just going to sit there and reaffirm my values and tell me that like I my body doesn't matter, you know? It's my mind, it's my heart, it's my soul. Like, and I have books that I read and reread. Podcasts for me are a big thing. That's part of why I got so into this. Actually, let me just say some of the podcasts that I think are good. Okay, so some podcasts that just will keep you grounded. The Earn Your Happy podcast with Lori Harder. The Want podcast, Women Against Negative Talk. Katie Dalebout, Let It Out podcast. Maddie Moon, Mind Body Musings. Her podcast is amazing. Those are just a few of the ones that I really like that keep me grounded. I think that there's like a few concrete things for me that just help me, remind me, and just surrounding. I pick my friends very carefully. Like if somebody,
we're carefully picked.
yeah, like no, I'm serious.
Like good apples in a bunch.
I don't want to be around people who are just making comments about how worried they are about what they're eating or when are they gonna like. I don't want to be around it. I don't need it. Like, and sometimes you have to just. Part of me wants to just sit there and preach to them, love yourself, but part of me is just like, this isn't healthy. Like, like for me, you know, it's not healthy for me.
I agree.
So I don't want to be around it. I want to be around people who want to talk about real things and who aren't gonna freak out if I say I want to go get ice cream. You know?
Yeah.
Kaylin, do you want to talk about it?
I think for me, I know I already mentioned this, but it's the people that you surround yourself with, and that can be friends, that can be boyfriend, girlfriend, that can be family. And for me, like that's been the biggest thing that has changed me. I mean, I remember you just go through this transition of you surround people who are always, it's all superficial. It's all about how you look. It's about how you eat. It's about how you come off. It's how you dress. And you're dating someone who the only compliment they can even get out of their mouth is, oh, you're so hot, or, oh, you're so this, or I love this about your body, or whatever. And, you know, finding friends who value you for you and your family. I think for me, family is always something to fall back on because my family, you know, always values me for my intelligence and my drive and all the things about me that have nothing to do with how I look or how I, you know, live my lifestyle. And then it's really cheesy, but like having a boyfriend who isn't all about just the way you look is like the best thing in the world. Like having someone who compliments you on like your intelligence or how determined you are in school or things like that is just so different than having someone be literally unable to say anything except how you look when they compliment you. So surrounding yourself with people like that, I think, is the most important thing.
And I really like that because I think a lot of us, like, you know, all three of us, I think we've really learned the shift of beauty from what's on the outside to really what's on the inside. And we've, you know, overcame whatever the socially constructive notion that beauty is being skinny, beauty is having this and that on the outside. But I think we've really found the greatest inspiration within ourselves. And that's what I look for. Not to compare yourself with other people, but to you be your greatest inspiration.
Oh yeah, always look inwards. Don't look at other people.
Yeah. You have to be strong. No matter what people are saying around you. Like don't let let people project their own insecurities onto you. I think. And people have a tendency to do that, unfortunately.
Oh yeah. Most people.
True beauty is self-acceptance.
Oh, yes.
That's what it is.
Yes, I love it.
So I just want to give a shout out to all my friends out there who I haven't, you know, kept in contact with because I'm a gypsy. Like I said before, I'm a gypsy. And so shout out to all my friends in Florida and Maine and Bahrain. I'm sending you all love from California. Thank you so much for all your support with this new project. We're so grateful that you're listening in, and don't forget to send in questions,
any
topics.
You can go to our website, actuallyadultish.com. You could submit a topic or a question. It can be anonymous. You can email us at actuallyadultish@gmail.com. You can tweet us at actuallyadult. You can go on our Facebook page and be like, hey, what's up?
You guys have no excuse for not leaving us love. We have all these outlets for you.
Yeah. And please subscribe if you enjoyed. Please share this if you enjoyed it. Please leave us a rating and a review. Today was kind of heavy, I feel like.
Yeah.
So I think next week we'll probably go for something a little
lighter.
Yeah, something a little lighter. But gotta keep it real over here. So thanks again, you guys, for all of your support so far, and we will talk to you again soon.
Bye.